Hey, if you're struggling with time management, you feel overwhelmed, maybe you've got too much coming at you, maybe no matter how hard you work, you can't seem to move forward on what you're wanting to do, you're in the right place. This is a mini series within Small Business Big Visibility podcast where we're deep diving into ways that you can start living a much more productive and happy life through managing your time more effectively. A lot of small business owners have ADHD or similar, and they feel like a wreck when it comes to managing their time. Today, what we're going to dive into is that sense of hopelessness, and we're going to crush it. By the end of this episode, you're going to have tools in your hands, so to speak, that you can use to be able to crush that sense of hopelessness that comes with being crushed by time management inadequacies. All right, are you ready for this? So, a few years ago, I was trying to figure this out myself, and one of the things that I kept hearing over and over and over is things that get measured improve. So when you start measuring things, you can do better at it because now you know the benchmark. What does that mean? Well, it means that we need to be measuring how we're using our time. So what you're going to do is visit smallbusinessbigvisibility.com. We've got a free resource on the site where it is a time management tool where you can go in and do a time audit on yourself so you can figure out, how am I spending my time every day? And what you're going to do is you're going to print off this paper, and for 1 week, just 1 week, you're going to record what you're doing throughout the day. And we've broken it down into 15-minute increments. And it may seem like a lot and it seems like a burden, but guess what? If you're sick and tired enough to be watching this episode, you're sick and tired enough that you're ready to take that action. So print that paper and then start. It's super easy. You just fill in, okay, what did I do at 6 o'clock for 15 minutes? Oh, I was still asleep. Okay, I slept till 7. All right, so you fill those blocks in. I was sleeping. Then, okay, I worked out for 15 minutes, and you just start filling all those things out on that piece of paper. Now, this is going to do so many things for you, but the biggest one it does is people don't actually realize where they're spending their time. So once you've printed that off, and at the end of the week, you will have filled out for 7 days straight how you spent your time in 15-minute increments. And by doing that, you now can go back and start looking at where you spend your time. Now, if you're not honest with yourself in filling this out, you're not going to benefit from it. But if you can be honest and be like, yeah, I really did spend 15 minutes, almost a full 15 minutes on social media that day in that section, and you start looking at that, do you know how much time 15 minutes is over the course of a year? 15 minutes per day, 7 days a week, 365, that's over 91 hours. Now, the average person is working, if you have a W-2 job, you're working about 40 hours per week. So we're talking about more than 2 work weeks that you could save just by going in and saving 15 minutes a day. Holy cow, people. How would you like to have an extra 2 weeks? And that's if you can only find 15 minutes. Most people, when they go in and do this time audit, it's not 15 minutes that they're finding. They're like, whoa, I can't believe that I spent an hour and a half in my email inbox today. And I did that on Monday and on Thursday and on Friday. And I spent 2 hours on Wednesday. Whoa, what if I could find a way to compress that to save a little bit of time? What if I could cut that in half? And now I'm saving maybe half an hour a day, or you build enough efficiencies in, you're saving an hour a day. What if you did bring in a virtual assistant that worked 5 hours and that freed up 5 hours of your time? Or if it was only 2 hours, what would that do for you? As soon as you do this exercise, that hopelessness is gone because you start to recognize there's not a lack of time. We all have the same amount of time. What there is there's a lack of efficiency in how we're using the time. So again, go to smallbusinessbigvisibility.com, go to the free resources section, find the time audit sheet, download that, print it off, and do that for 1 week. If you want to be super powerful, you're going to do it for a few weeks in a row. And the reason for that is week 1, you're establishing the baseline. Week 2, you can start making improvements on it, but then you're monitoring yourself. And week 3, you're going to see massive efficiency gains. So that's just the first tool in this mini series that we have on how you can live a much more productive, efficient, and happy life that's leading you towards your goals instead of just running in that constant hamster wheel. Tune back in for the next episode, and also go check the previous episode. I am passionate. I want to help 1 million small business owners go from being stuck in their life, stuck in their business, to having the freedom that they're looking for so they can have a positive impact on their family and on the world.